Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to Global Happenings today. This is indeed great news as Nnamdi Kanu's lawyers are working at the background over a lot of things going on. We're going to give you update exactly on what is going on and what they are doing, especially in the release of Nnamdi Kanu. A lot of things are happening at the background, I must say. Well, before we go into the newspaper to find out exactly what the legal team of Nnamdi Kanu is doing to ensure that the records are kept straight and Nnamdi Kanu is released on time, like and subscribe to our channel by clicking on the red subscribe button beside it. You will see a bell notification icon. Please go ahead, click on it to get notified as soon as we update our channel on YouTube. This is a press release, and this is coming from one of the lead counsels of Nnamdi Kanu. And according to him, he says in a quote, he said, Onyendo Nnamdi Kanu never denied being a leader of the indigenous people of Biafra. He said, let's set the record straight. But then again, he visited Nnamdi Kanu in DSS detention. Greetings, Chineke. Our attention has been drawn to a deliberate misrepresentation, falsehood, and wrong narrative being perpetrated by some mischief makers, and which is unfortunately gradually gaining prominence on social media platforms and print media. Hence, it is pertinent that we provide clarification and clear the doubt. S.M. Labaran Esquire, who stood in for Director of Public Prosecution of the Federation, is a colleague and I hold in high esteem. He said he holds him in high esteem, but I shall resist every mischievous ploy being adopted to misinform the unsuspecting members of the public who were not privy to the details of the proceedings in court. Whether you're with a wrong and mischievous misinterpretation of the purport of the plea taken by our indefatigable client Onyendo Nnamdi Kanu. For the records, Onyendo Nnamdi Kanu never denied being the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, that's IPOB, while taking his plea, but only sternly denied the fact that IPOB is a terrorist organization and that being its leader is an offense, which position is well informed. Members of the public should be well guarded that the status of the black market order proscribing IPOB is a subject of appeal in appeal number CA /A/214/2018, that's 2018, pending before the Court of Appeal, Abuja Division. That being said, it is only laughable that the federal government of Nigeria, that's FGN, in their desperate but futile effort and attempt to give a dog a bad name in order to hang it, brought a charge bordering on status of indigenous people of Biafra, that's IPOB, a subject matter of a competent appeal where issues has been joined with the same federal government of Nigeria. Therefore, be properly guided, Chineke. That's God's children, means God's children. Chineke means God's children. So therefore, be properly guided, Chineke, because we have sufficiently addressed the emptiness of that count and the entire charge in our compelling submissions before the court, now adjourned to be heard on the 16th day of February 2022. We do not wish to dwell further on this subject, but be rightly informed that Onyendo Nnamdi Kanu never denied being the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra while taking his plea and even in future. Ndewonu Chineke, meaning well done, God's children. I guess it's also referring to both indigenous people of Biafra, lovers of Nnamdi Kanu, and those also agitating, and as well as Nigerians at large who would want justice to prevail. And this is signed by Ifeanyi Ejiofor Esquire, Indigenous People of Biafra lead counsel. Okay, I guess he's the lead counsel to Indigenous People of Biafra, but maybe no longer the lead counsel for Nnamdi Kanu, because of course we have the likes of Senior Advocate of Nigeria, Mike Zohume, who have taken charge over that. And if you have listened to if you have listened to Asari Dokubo, you would agree with me. There's a video that went viral, I think some 2 3 days ago. Yeah, that's about 2 3 days ago, where he opened up and said that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is just starting, that he has not even been in detention, as in he has not been imprisoned, and is already denying being an IPOB member. I don't know if you guys have seen the video where he charged quite a lot, and he's saying that it's too early. Safe here, he has not. He's denying now. Ifeanyi Ejiofor, at the beginning when this thing went around, Ifeanyi Ejiofor came around and debunked a lot of things, and he's doing that again. And don't forget that they're also preparing ahead for February 16, where Mazen Nnamdi Kanu's case will be heard. And I think today and tomorrow there will be another court case also. We're going to give you update as it comes up, where they want the next hearing to be made transparent and public, where the press will have full access to the courtroom. A lot of press personnel are getting very uncomfortable with the fact that just a selected few, a handful, that is allowed into the courtroom. So that things like this, that we find for the lead counsel of lead counsel to indigenous people of Biafra, things like this will be avoided. If you watch, it was now his word against Labaran. Again, Labaran saying he denied. Ifeanyi Ejiofor said he didn't deny on that count. What he denied on was the fact that they said that indigenous people of Biafra is a terrorist group, of which he is not the leader of a terrorist group. If they have said, okay, not proscribed, if they have said indigenous people of Biafra without using the word the proscribed group or a terrorist group, maybe he would have said yes. But because they used proscribed or the wrong prefix before IPOB, he said he's not their leader. So now, coming from Labaran's angle, it looks as if he denied his own people. Now, coming from Ifeanyi Ejiofor's angle, you now see that he's actually standing on the ground that his organization is not proscribed. Now, imagine if there was or there were a lot of press coverage inside the courtroom. Let the people hear for themselves how it went by, and deduce one-on-one. Then you will not be hearing reporters' speech, but will be one-on-one encounter. Then you now justify where to stand. Is he truly denying it, or he's saying no to the fact that his group and his people are not proscribed or they're not terrorists? But now, if this court case that the press is suing, if it becomes favorable, then Mazen Nnamdi Kanu may be looking at not just having a fair trial, but also having a projected real life, real time, online real time, and real situation, not a reported speech, not a distorted one. That way everyone finds their bearing. I guess, I hope and pray that this eventually sees the light of day. And of course, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu's lead counsel, the likes of Michael Zohome and Ifeanyi Ejiofor, are truly warming up to the count charges. They're visiting, and he's going to keep giving us updates on his visit on Mazen Nnamdi Kanu where necessary. Don't forget that we have Michael Zohome in the picture. Maybe he may tell him to pipe down, lower down on the issue of the updates on the visit, so that also those who they are actually contending and defending Mazen Nnamdi Kanu against will not have prior information before time. But whatever the case is, the legal fireworks will begin very soon. Now let's meet in our comment section. What's your take on the stand of Ifeanyi Ejiofor compared to what the federal government is saying, and correcting the notion, having known also that Asari Dokubo seems to stand strongly on the fact that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu denied his people even before it all started? Let's interact, please. What's your take? Do have a nice time.